We get an hour to where you can swap rosters, so you can just talk to their guys. They'll come in our meeting rooms, and we'll just sit and talk with them, and our guys will go to their meeting rooms just to get to know the guys.
And what do you get out?
You just at least get to talk to the guy a little bit. It's similar to Indy, where you get 15 minutes with the guys, but we'll get an hour. I remember last time I was here, I coached, I forget whether it was the North or South, but had a group of quarterbacks on our team. You know, I had Brandon Whedon, I had Nick Foles, and the other team had Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, and so you see them all week, but you don't get to talk to the other team. And we flipped and just spent an hour with those guys. So at least when we got back and watched more tape on them, we had an idea of who they were before we went to Indy.
Do the knowledge of the quarterbacks, has it changed through the years? You know, like when you get up there today and start talking to the guys, are they more advanced or less advanced than they've been in the past?
Almost less advanced. You know, and it depends on the schools and stuff, the systems they run, but you know, things have gotten so hurry up and quick, and throwing bubbles, screens like that, there's 80 plays in a game. Defenses are just trying to get lined up, that coverages don't always matter. So it's not, you get what you emphasize, and you don't always have to emphasize coverages to college quarterbacks very much, because you don't see it a ton with the amount of plays they're running. So the more they do that, it's not that important, but they'll learn that as they go through this at the next level.
With that said, are you impressed with the learning that took place among the quarterbacks from Monday to?
Yeah, I was very impressed. You know, there's not enough time with what those guys have done, that if they're not working on it a little before they got here, working on it when they're not away from us, there's just not enough time for them to be comfortable this week. And all four of them have done a great job. It was obvious they had worked before we got here. It just, some of the verbiage, you know, under center, taking snaps, because they hadn't done much of it. You know, I remember the first day I was here last time, I mean, we couldn't run 9 on 7 because we fumbled every snap the first day. So that's what I was expecting, and these guys weren't like that. So they put a lot of work in to start, and they're much further along today.
What's the biggest thing you've learned this week about these guys?
Just lots. It's all about learning people. It's the more time you can spend with people, the better you get to know them. We're way ahead in that process. Just getting the opportunity to spend the last 3 days with these guys. We still got 2 more left, and we'll see them in Indy when we go down there, and you know, we'll be ahead in that process where, you know, you go through a whole draft process and you don't get to spend enough time with the guy that we've already spent with these players.
Is there someone this week who surprised you?
Yeah, lots of guys, but I can't tell you, because then people will know you like them.
That first day you kind of talked to the guys, you had a couple guys late to meetings. Did your speech kind of?
It did, because it was neat that I haven't had to say anything again. And it's not that, it's good that guys can figure that out, because if guys are late this week and stuff, it's not like we can fine them. It's not like we're going to cut them. And we're coaching an all-star game, so we're just trying to help them out and stuff. But to tell guys that people are watching, and you don't want to show that you're that type of person, and no one's done it since. And you know, we've had a good group of guys.
Was your wife watching?
What's that?
Was your wife watching?
No, she wasn't. Thank goodness. So I did get back to her. She likes that. She's got a bad mouth also.
Do you cut the quarterbacks a little slack in practice from the standpoint that they haven't played with these receivers very often?
Yeah, you cut quarterback slack and everything like that. I mean, even workouts, watching it at Indy, you watch how a guy throws. Most of it has to do with what you saw on tape. You watch how he is in person, but all that's taken into account. I mean, a lot of these guys haven't called a play before. A lot of them haven't taken a snap under center. It's a totally different offense than anyone that they've ran from their college career. So you take that into account with the quarterbacks, and you take that into account in every other position also.
What stood out about Tyree Jackson? Anything at all?
He's very tall. He's a big guy. No, he's been great this week. Throws the ball well, and you know, he's been fun to be around.
Kyle, you've been around football pretty much your whole life. If you could pound the table for a guy who's not in the Hall of Fame to be in the Hall of Fame, who would that be?
John Lynch.
Okay.
There you go.
A couple more guys. We good? All right. Sweet.
All right, guys.
Thank you.